Hello and welcome back to Philosophy of Mind. Have you ever stopped to wonder how you actually know the world around you? How does the light hitting your eyes become the experience of seeing a vibrant color? Where do the images in your mind come from when you're not looking at anything? And how do you recall moments from the past? These aren't just questions for modern science. Aristotle wrestled with them over 2 millennia ago. He developed incredibly detailed theories about perception, imagination, and memory, seeing them as fundamental capacities of living beings. Today, we're diving into Aristotle's ancient insights into how we take in the world and form our inner mental landscape. Get ready to see how you see. Don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of mind and reality. Hello and welcome back to Philosophy of Mind. Have you ever stopped to wonder how you actually know the world around you? How does the light hitting your eyes become the experience of seeing a vibrant color? Where do the images in your mind come from when you're not looking at anything? And how do you recall moments from the past? These aren't just questions for modern science. Aristotle wrestled with them over 2 millennia ago. He developed incredibly detailed theories about perception, imagination, and memory, seeing them as fundamental capacities of living beings. Today, we're diving into Aristotle's ancient insights into how we take in the world and form our inner mental landscape. Get ready to see how you see. Don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of mind and reality. Aristotle's theory of sensation, Aisthesis. Aristotle's theory of sensation is elegantly simple. Sensation is a passive power of the sense organ. This means the sense organ is acted upon by something external. When you see something, your eye is acted upon by light and color. When you hear something, your ear is acted upon by sound waves. Crucially, Aristotle argued that in sensation, the sense organ receives the form of the sensible object without its matter. Think of pressing a seal into wax. The wax receives the form of the seal, the pattern, the shape, but not the matter of the seal, the bronze or stone it's made of. Similarly, your eye receives the color and shape of an apple, but it doesn't take the physical apple into itself. Your ear receives the sound of music, not the physical instrument. Each sense organ is specifically adapted to receive a particular kind of sensible form. The eye for color, the ear for sound, the nose for odor, the tongue for flavor, and touch for qualities like hot, cold, wet, dry, hard, soft. This matching between the sense organ's potentiality and the sensible object's actuality is key. The potentiality of the eye to see is actualized by the actuality of the color in the external object. Integrating the senses. The common sense. Koine Aisthesis. If each sense receives its own specific object, sight gets color, touch gets texture, how do we perceive that a single object, like a red hard apple, has both color and texture? And how are we even aware that we are sensing at all? Aristotle addressed this with the common sense, koine Aisthesis. This isn't just another sense. It's a kind of central faculty that integrates the information from all the external senses. The common sense allows us to perceive common sensibles, qualities like shape, size, motion, rest, and number, which can be perceived by more than one sense. You see the shape of the apple, but you can also feel its shape. The common sense combines these perceptions into a unified experience of the object. It's also the faculty through which we are conscious that we are sensing. Beyond sensation, imagination, Phantasia. Sensation only happens when the sensible object is present and actively affecting the sense organ. But we can think about things that aren't in front of us right now, or even things that don't exist. This is where imagination, Phantasia, comes in. Aristotle saw imagination as the movement produced by an actual sensation. It's like having a stored image or impression derived from a past sensory experience. Imagination is distinct from sensation. You can imagine colors without seeing them, or sounds without hearing them. However, imagination is dependent on sensation. You can only imagine things you have previously sensed or can construct from sensed parts. It plays a crucial role in bridging the gap between sensation and thought, providing the raw material, mental images, for the intellect to work on. Storing the images. Memory. Mneme. The capacity to remember, mnēmē, is closely related to imagination. Memory is essentially the possession of an image, phantasma, as a representation of a past experience. It's imagination, but specifically of something we have sensed before and remember as belonging to the past. Recalling a memory involves accessing this stored image. Aristotle noted that memory often works through association. Thinking of one image or idea tends to trigger the recall of others, connected to it by similarity, contrast, or contiguity, being experienced together in time or space. Aristotle saw memory as a potential state. The image is stored even when you're not actively thinking of it. Recalling is making that potential memory actual again. Memory is not just for humans. Animals also have memory and learn from past experiences, though human memory is enhanced by our rational capacity. Building towards knowledge. For Aristotle, sensation, imagination, and memory are essential cognitive functions that lay the groundwork for higher knowledge and understanding. Sensation gives us raw data. Imagination and memory allow us to store and manipulate mental images derived from that data, enabling us to think about things not present and learn from past experiences. This stored experience, when accumulated and organized, forms the basis for empirical knowledge and is necessary for the development of the intellect, which grasps universal concepts. Relevance. Today, Aristotle's detailed analyses of sensation, the integration of sensory information, the formation of mental images, and the principles of memory association are remarkably insightful and find echoes in modern psychology and cognitive science. His distinction between sensation, direct input, and imagination, stored image, is fundamental. His idea of a common sense resonates with modern understanding of sensory integration and multimodal perception. His principles of memory association are still central to cognitive models of memory recall. Conclusion: our perceptive minds. Aristotle's theories of perception, imagination, and memory provide a comprehensive ancient account of how living beings, particularly animals and humans, take in information from the world, form mental representations, and learn from experience. By dissecting the processes of sensation, identifying the common sense, and explaining the role of imagination and memory, he offered profound insights into the workings of the mind. These capacities, rooted in the sensitive soul, are essential for survival, learning, and form the necessary foundation for the highest level of cognitive activity, the intellect. In our final video on Aristotle, we will tackle the most complex and debated part of his philosophy of mind, the nature of the rational soul and the mystery of the active intellect. Don't miss it. Subscribe to Philosophy of Mind.